Because if given equal opportunities or fair opportunities, a lot of women will be climbing ladders that men will not even smell. Nigerians are bloody hypocrites. Like, they speak with the two sides. Their mouths is
Baby, can you feel me?
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing me for the very first time, hi, my name is Grace and I'm just a girl who likes to create content here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram because I create the feel good kind of content. You know, I keep it light, I keep it cool, I keep it cute. Today's video I'm going to be talking about double standards. I saw a tweet which even prompted this video. It goes, the double standard in our society is appalling. Everyone seems to be glorifying Oxlade, but the energy was completely different when Tiwa Savage leaked her sex tape. It's high time we start to practice what we preach. Social media is officially corrupt like the government. Spot on. The other tweet I saw was from someone else that says shamelessness has no gender. It can be Tiwa Savage, it can be Oxlade. It's annoying, really. This double standards of a thing, it's ridiculous. You guys know I love Rihanna. I said in my video, my this or that video, I'm going to link it here. When she announced that she was pregnant, social media was in a frenzy. Not just the abroad social media, Nigerian social media was in a frenzy. People were putting up on their Instagram stories, oh, the queen is pregnant, this is that. And I'm like, wait though. Same people that would drag maybe a Nigerian celebrity if she gets pregnant for a guy without getting married to him. I'm like, you guys are hypocrites. Nigerians are bloody hypocrites. Like, their mouths, they speak with the two sides. I was seeing posts and I was like, even people that I know I've seen on their statuses before saying, I don't want to go all religious, but you guys know what I mean. And I'm just like, so now because she's a foreign artist, she's rich, she's all of that, it's okay for her to be a baby mama because that's what she is. But when we bring it home and bring it to our own Nigerian artists, like our own Nigerian celebrities that are getting pregnant for their fellow celebrities or for random guys out of wedlock, we tag them all sorts of names. So I'm like, that's just even one. The other day it was the sex tape on Oxlade or Oxlade or whatever, however they pronounce his name, I don't care. I didn't watch it, but I saw comments on Twitter and on Instagram, and I'm like, wow. People were actually praising him. They were talking about his sexual prowess. Is that how he said? Prowess. I bet that's the word. They were hailing his stroke game, as they put it. And I'm like, where was all of this energy when Tiwa Savage's sex tape leaked? You can't be shaming one person and then like glorifying another person in the same situation. If you're dragging one person and the other person does it, please maintain the same energy because fam, there was nothing we didn't see. And she's a mother, and she's a this, and she's a that. Oh, she did it for stunts, for publicity. She was going to release an album. Yes, some people stood by her, but majority of people came for her, and I'm not getting the energy. I'm not getting that same energy now that it is Oxlade's sex tape. Is it because he's a guy? Instead of people to be seeing it as the sex tape that it is, they are praising him. The same way they were dragging Kim Kardashian when her own leaked is the same way they dragged Tiwa Savage, but the guys never gets the. It just, well, let me rephrase. It just feels like the guys never get the brunt of the whole thing. Why? How? Like, make it make sense. Like I said, hypocrites. People should stop being hypocrites. Another scenario, a female in her late 30s, let's say she's like 35, middle 30s to late 30s, and she's not married, you start hearing all sorts. You start, the things you start seeing on social media, especially if she's a celebrity, even a random normal chick that is from 35 downwards, she starts getting all sorts of vibes. They'll say, you don't want to go and get married. Don't you know that the older you get, that men will not chase you anymore? Or you're chasing money. Don't you know that a man doesn't want a woman that has so much money? You hear all sorts of things. Don't you know that your eggs will start drying up? really. But when it comes to the men, the society even makes excuses on his behalf. You want the woman he wants to marry and the children he will have to suffer. Allow him make money. After all, this marriage thing is forever, so there's no rush. If he cannot provide for his family, do you think the woman wants to go into the marriage and not be able to provide for herself and for her family? God forbid something happens to the man tomorrow. I don't understand it. Why are double standards? Why is it a thing? Why do we even allow it? Because it's very upsetting. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it, and I just wanted to come on here and share. I don't even want to talk about in the workplace, oh God, thinking about it is just stressing me out. Like in the workplace, some females, I think some companies are now realizing and adjusting and appreciating and rewarding some female staff for value that they bring, but some females are overlooked when it comes to certain positions or certain jobs just because they are females. And then when a woman now finally climbs and gets to that point, you hear things like, she slept her way up. I'm like, why did she have to sleep her way up? Don't you think she's capable? Because if given equal opportunities or fair opportunities, a lot of women will be climbing ladders that men will not even smell, and that's just the truth. It's not me coming to form feminism or whatever. It's just the truth. If given the opportunity, a lot of women will be doing way greater and bigger things than they're doing now, and they would attain positions and seats, and I don't even know that. I think I'm in my feelings, but even as I'm in my feelings, the things I'm talking about are very valid, because it's really annoying. And then they would come and tell you, oh, it's a man's world, so you better deal with it. Excuse me? Are we saying that we're going to excuse bad behavior because it's a man's world? A man will go out and cheat, and the woman is supposed to enter war room to go and pray. When the woman cheats, that's the end. Like, guys can't even forgive it. They can't even take her back, but they would do the same thing, and it's no big deal. And they'll end up telling you men are polygamous by nature. You should know. Then you see some women out there also trying to fix themselves. Society has made it such a way that it's now the woman who is the problem. That's why the man is cheating. No, it's not so. Bad behavior is bad behavior. But they'll tell the woman, oh, you need to do better. You need to maybe lose weight. You need to always fix your hair. With all the craziness that she's dealing with, yes, she still has to find time for herself. And then they will now blame her for his misbehavior, his bad behavior. I see threads on Twitter where women are narrating their experiences, and the men under the comment section are just plain disrespectful. They are so vile that you wonder if these people are human beings like you and I. Like, it's so ridiculous. I would never understand it, but I know that it all boils down to a large majority of us being hypocrites, and that's just the truth. Because if we go back to the case of Rihanna, the way they glorify, or people were glorifying her being pregnant and saying queen and all of that, I don't have a problem with that, but please maintain that energy when your own local celebrity comes out and announces that she's pregnant. Don't be saying baby mama again, or this baby. They're all Rihanna is a baby mama. Your local celebrities are baby mamas too. So why are we hating on some and loving some? Keep the same energy. Same thing even in divorce. A woman gets divorced, it's a problem. But the man gets divorced, they will even tell you it's probably the woman's fault. She couldn't keep her home. Why? Why are we so mean to one another, especially to women? I don't get it. And it's sometimes, most times, it's even harder for a woman who was divorced to remarry. I'm not saying in all situations, but most times, because if you have in-laws like the ones in Nollywood, you'll be hearing, only God knows what she did to her husband that they divorced her. Or even if they don't do that, or they don't say that outrightly, something happens in the marriage and they hear about it, like, maybe that's why she was even divorced in the first place. I'm not saying that men do not get the same treatment, but I feel like it's more when it comes to women, and then the double standards is terrible, like redonkulous, if I can use that word. So yeah, I just came here to rant. That was my mini rant. Now I'm going to sip on my Korean tea, watch Netflix and chill because my rant is over. If you know other double standards I do not add, please leave them in the comment section below. Let us rant together because I'm tired. Thank you, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.